afternoon for Chairman and all partner participants in this seminar. My name is Jiang from the Department of Horticulture, National Chiayi University. The subject of today's report is establishment of a GlobalGAP system for pitaya in Taiwan. And the contents follow this introduction: pitaya production in Taiwan, good agricultural practice development in Taiwan, and the establishment of a GlobalGAP system for pitaya in Taiwan, and conclusion. Dragon fruit has been introduced in Taiwan since the 1980s and have since increased in term popularity. 3 years of inter and interspecies breeding, the flesh and the pale of dragon fruit are very colorful in Taiwan. Some well-known 大红、蜜宝, dual color, 青龙, 太黄, 二黄, et al. 大红 are the most popular red flesh cultivar in pitaya commercial production. 二黄, also called yellow pitaya, belong to Hyraceus megalensis, which is newly cultivar variety with yellow pale and white flesh and high quality. It is a high price fruit in Taiwan market. Dual color variety with red flesh around the surface and the white flesh in the core part, which is very attractive high quality fruit. On the other hand, dual color with green scale, which has a contrast compared to the red skin. 20% of a common ground clone variety belong to Hyraceus undatus, when 80% of them belong to red flesh Hyraceus species. 大红 and Fuguihong Hong are the most popular variety within 80% and 10% market occupies respectively. In the future, we hope to bring more variety for exported. According to Taiwan 2019 Agriculture Static Yearbook, the planted area for dragon fruit reached 2,865 hectares and yield almost 70,000 tons. Over 85% located in the middle and the southern area of West Taiwan. The productivity was approximately to 25 metric tons per hectare in recent years. Majority of the fruit are for domestic demand, and some and a small quantity is for export. Only 0.67% in 2018 years. Of the total foraging sales of nearly 530 metric tons of pitaya in 2019, 78% of those were exported to Hong Kong and China. Other exporting countries are Singapore, Canada, Macau, Peru, et al. 大红 and Mibao are the main exporter variety. According to Taiwan trade statistics, the average exporting price was US$ 1.93 per kilogram. We also imported 400 to 26 metric tons of dragon fruit at the price of US$ 1.229 per kilogram from Malaysia and Vietnam in 2080s. At this stage, how to expand the foraging sales of dragon fruit is an urgent problem to establish. Developing strategy of a pitaya industry in Taiwan, with developing intensive agriculture system, for example, single farms area less than 1 hectare, and stable produce high quality and safety fruit. So we need high cultivation technique and the labor cost. In Taiwan, labor cost almost over 60%. And the application of good agricultural practice GAP to improve fruit quality and safety. For domestic market, Taiwan good agricultural practice pitaya was used. For international market, we also introduced GlobalGAP system in Taiwan agriculture industry. In the next section, I will talk about a good agricultural practice development in Taiwan. Since Taiwan became WTO member in 22 years, in order to meet the market demand for quality and safety, in order to promote agriculture and processed product for foreign market, traceable agricultural practice system has become main link under the quality certification. In 2003, the Council of Agriculture established the Taiwan Agriculture and the Food Traceability System database, with reference to the TAP system of European, the United States, and Japan. Since 2007, TAP has been fully promoted and implied. Traceable agricultural products provide certification service for consumers who need safe, sustainable, and open information traceable agri products. Traceable agricultural products system included three parts. The first, Taiwan Good Agricultural Practice (TGAP) is about the hygiene and the sustainability, and second, the traceability is from to tables and the transparency assess farming recording online, and the third-party certification included certification and accreditation. TAP products should be labeled with when retired like this labeling. And TGAP manual content has like this. It contains contrast flow chart, risk management checklist, cultivation guide, pest controls, and the recorder book, and expert list. For example, this one is the production and the shipment flow chart of red dragon fruit TGAP menu guide. This column describes all operating procedure from field to the shipment. For example, planting, cultivation, harvest, and the labeling. This column describes the material used in each process. For example, fertilizer in cultivation, pesticide in cultivation, and the packing tools in labeling. About the risk management table, it contains the management object, the hazard factors, cause of the hazard, the handling method, and the relative records. Taiwan Good Agricultural Practice can be divided into 7 catalogs with a total of 147 documents. It contains general crops, organic crops, livestock, poultry, agriculture, processing, and the forest. There are 56 procedure units and contain 211 persons and 154.3 hectares in pitaya TGAP certification in Taiwan until August 29, 2020. The promotion of a TAP system by the COA comes in various phases. The market orientation phase from 2012 to 2015 continues to strive for established market controls to the system, actively matching supply with buyer reward TAP store and the restaurant, and increase consumer accessibility to TAP products. Although the accrediting subside at this phase is cut in half as planned, the number of certification applications has increased from 1,015 in 2013 to 2,438 in 2019. And the monthly shipment of a TAP product also increased from 3,424 in 2015 to 8,055 in 2019 thanks to market demand. And the last, in the third, establishment of the GlobalGAP system for pitaya in Taiwan. In order to set up sustainable agriculture and to connect with the international market, Professional Lin Zhongxian introduced the GlobalGAP system in 2005 and the first try in the mango industry. Although establishment a good foundation but lack the market demand, it has been widely promoted to other industry until the 2020 Olympic are held in Japan. Tokyo Olympic organizing committee will give priority to accepting agriculture and the livestock products that have passed the GAP or GlobalGAP scheme in 2020. This opportunity has revealed a wave of GlobalGAP certification in Taiwan. In order to selling agricultural products to Tokyo Olympic Games, the Council of Agriculture supervised the industry of applied for GlobalGAP certification. According to GlobalGAP official query system, there are 31 producers have been certified for integrated farm assurance standard, cover 26 fruit and vegetable, 1 tea and 1 flower ornamentals, and 3 aquaculture listed in the table 1. The product list include broccoli, atimoya, passion fruit, pineapple, and pitayas. In addition, that had been certified for 3 chain of casted COC and 1 compound feed manufacturer's CFM scheme. So far, we have 3 dragon fruit producers certified, including 1 individual certification option 1 and 2 global certification option 2. By the year 2020, less than 15 hectares had been certified for GlobalGAP, occupies a small portion of the total production area in pitaya in Taiwan. In the initial stage of a promotion, in order to establishment an effective and consulting system, we conduct many sections of GlobalGAP consulting education and training. In order to promote the GlobalGAP system in Taiwan, we applied the project to the Council of Agriculture for training GlobalGAP consultant, for example, CPCC guiding and the practice. So far, we have trained 7 professional consultants, and 4 of them have started practice consulting. They have 7 successful cases about pitaya, pineapple, guava, lettuce, atimoya, and banana. This photo was taken when the Turkey audit came to Taiwan for global certification in pitaya industry. We have established a standardized consulting process to speed up the certification of industry. Generally speaking, the entire consulting process will take about 3 months, but according to organization adjustment, it will be extended for another 1 to 2 months. In document stage, we development quality manual to meet the requirement of a quality system for global complying with GlobalGAP standard. In the certification of the quality management system, option 1 with QMS and option 2, we have developed 25 procedures. For dragon fruit, we have also write a guidebook for the cultivation and the management from field to packing house. Finally, we designed 13 customized record sheets for producers. For example, we have written 15 dragon fruit cultivation instructions, include training, pruning, thinning flower, removal flower bud, and off-season production. Many use simple text description and with a lot of photo for expand the review steps. For example, thinning flower and removing flower tubers. Farmers must understand in the operating period. Generally speaking, the flower buds are removed within 10 centimeters, and they can use the knife or use your hand to operate this procedure. And then farmers need to identify a normal flower bud like this one. And the next, for harvesting, we design 2 waves to use pruning shears. The first is one cut method. The pruning shears cut the vascular bundles directly from the middles, and The second is the two-cut method. Cut one knife on each side of the vascular bundle and remove the fruit to reduce the damage to the fruits. We use a lot of pictures to explain, which is helpful for education and training. In the field, we set up a site in the field. The contents of the site can be included location map, produce area, crop variety, and notice and rule, and the content informations. According to crop-based 4.2, the record of a fertilizer application, we designed the fertilization record sheet like this format. The content includes cultivar, application date, applied fertilizer type, applied quantity, method of application, and the operator detail. Some farmers want to know the labor cost, so we design an additional field for filling in the number of personnel and the salary. The challenge of promoting GlobalGAP system in pitaya mainly include the following items. The first is cultivation area of each farmer is too small, so we need integrated farmers. But farmers are not easy to integrate, and they also not yet clear about the standard. On the other hand, certification and the counseling fee are too expensive. The certification and the counseling fee for option 1 require $10,000 in Taiwan. And lack of the export channel for GlobalGAP products, less attractive farmer input verifications. We are trying to developing the exported market in Canada, but we need long-term storage technique. So we need to develop long-distance storage and the transport technology. Among them, the most important thing is to actively developing selling channel that require GlobalGAP products. In conclusion, in the future, domestic or small farmers should be integrated, and the export channel should be actively expanded. In addition, by obtaining and the benefit of a GlobalGAP certification to open up new exporting channel. Thank you for your listening. And they are our GlobalGAP consultant in Taiwan. Thank you.